feel like it's one of those things where you have to like lay out all of your screws and be like, this is what we've got, that's what we're doing, and then we can like put it all together. Do you know what I mean?
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? What we doing? Fist, elbow, there we go.
There we go. I'm Grace.
I'm Lewis, love
Nice
to meet you.
What course do you take?
So, I'm doing a research degree in sport, actually.
Okay,
What about you?
I do economics and business.
Okay, nice. What's this?
So today your challenge is to build a desk.
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah.
Or is there instructions, a spanner? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give this to you.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Do you want to have that one? I feel like it's one of those things where you have to like lay out all of your screws
Right, let's do it.
and be like, this is what we've got, that's what we're doing, and then we can like put it all together. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, are these all the same?
Probably.
Oh, okay. This one makes like a little under bit of the desk.
So you said you were studying. What year are you in?
So I've just gone into my second year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you experienced your first year in the pandemic.
Yeah. We always say to each other, like, if you could go back and not do it, and like, if you could go back and like have the year again, like have it like normally, but you wouldn't meet the same people, I probably wouldn't do it, because I think the friendships that you made in that such an intense environment, they're just so intense. Like they're just like
How did you cope with all the parties?
To be fair, when we first got there, we were able to meet other people in the block, and I was quite lucky that my block was like really friendly.
Yeah.
So, like we all did get to know each other, which was nice.
I presume from your accent you're not from Newcastle.
No, I'm not from Newcastle. I'm from West London.
Oh yeah.
Where are you from?
South
South
London. So
South London.
yeah, I found it really weird during COVID.
Yeah. Were you staying at home? Were you with your parents?
So yeah, I was living with my mum at the time.
Yeah.
Which love my mum to death.
Yeah.
But obviously, when I'm not used to spending my whole time with her. My little sister was at home. She was doing the homeschool stuff.
Yeah.
So we were all in each other's way, which didn't really help. And I'm someone that really thrives in that social environment. Like just being
100%.
able to go out and converse with people and socialise is a big part of my life. Yeah, that hour of exercise we got every day. Like I found myself walking to Morrison's for no reason sometimes, because it was just like.
No, yeah, I walked all of Newcastle probably. There's nowhere I've not walked. So were you teaching and learning online at the same time?
Yeah, both were going miserably bad during the lockdown because as a student, was getting no support. I think everyone, to be fair, everyone was struggling. So everyone was kind of like learning on the fly. As you know, sport got completely shut down. So it was kind of like I had nothing to do. And it was quite tough because as the pandemic progressed, so my partner, she works for the NHS, so she got to go to work.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like a bum. I was just at home, just waiting for her to finish work. So how was it for you and the other students that kind of experienced in their first year at uni in halls?
It was a mixture of, you had to just make sure everyone was like speaking to each other, like loads. Like you feel like you discover that some people handle things really differently. So it's like trying to discover and also like keep boundaries, because I just met these people for like the first time, and you wanted to make sure like it's not like it's something quite personal to be like, how are you coping? Like trying to keep everyone like okay. This hole is not underneath that, so I can't get that in. So I think we might have to unscrew these ones and move this back a bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's worked.
So like, what were some of the things you did to kind of keep you mentally in check during the lockdown?
I feel like sometimes when if I'm like freaking out, like if I'm like I don't know, like if I'm just getting really anxious or something about something, I feel like sometimes just grounding yourself and being like realistically, is this going to actually matter? And so many times that you're worried about what this person thinks of you. Like it's going to be fine, or worried about that this one essay didn't do well. Yeah. What about yourself?
I just got on my bike and just cycled around London. Like I just used that as a way to kind of escape life, if you will. And I didn't put too much pressure on myself.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot going on during that period on social media as well. a lot of people were making comments about if you didn't make certain amounts of progress during the pandemic, then you were a failure. But it was like, everyone's situation is different.
Yeah,
so
100%.
I just had to kind of align myself with what situation I was in and just kind of roll with the punches, really.
Yeah.
And I spoke a lot. Me and my partner have been together for 8 years, so there's nothing I can't tell her.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that was really helpful, just being able to just open up to her and be like, I don't feel great because I'm not earning as much money, or I'm not as busy as you. And I think we were just able to kind of create a nice ecosystem within the two of us. So it was quite nice. So at your uni, obviously you was there.
Yeah.
Did they do anything for you guys to support you during that time?
I feel like if you needed to, you could ask for well-being support.
Yeah.
Because I knew of people that were really going through it. I knew that it was like, there was like a weight.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't want to take that time off someone. It was actually really funny. I had this call, why are you setting off your fire alarm this many times? I'm like, I'm not, it's my hairdryer. And then she was like, okay, all right, cool, I'll just put that down. Anyway, how are you finding your year? How are you finding the accommodation? Yeah. And she was not the person for me to do this to. I was a bit stressed out at the time. I burst into tears, and not just like violently crying, I literally couldn't stop. And she was like, ooh, okay, and I was like, I'm not okay.
I think naturally it was a very frustrating time. If you're someone that likes to be out and about,
yeah, exactly.
That's just all of a sudden taken away from you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, there was no gradual lead up to it. Everywhere's closed, deal with it. Even socially, when you went out to supermarkets, no one spoke to you. It was like all of a sudden people think COVID is transmittable through conversation.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
like people were just avoiding you, and it's just like it was quite a dark time. So I think talking to people during that, you had to find someone to talk to.
So what are you enjoying about your course?
So I'm looking at the impact of sport socially on young people. I actually get to go out and speak to people.
Yeah.
I do a lot of interviews and focus groups, and it's like I really get to delve into the true impact of sport, which was something that sport did a lot for me in my life. So it's kind of nice to pay it forward. How are you enjoying your introduction to higher education?
I feel like now I'm like fine. I'm finally like there in person.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy to be there. Like even if I'm not understanding it, I'm just sat in a lecture hall with loads of people just so pleased.
Did you have the issue of people coming to lectures with their cameras on?
Yeah, like the whole time. Like they'd be like, can you hear me? And no one would say anything, even though you could hear them. Or they'd ask questions and no one would answer.
Yeah.
I think that's done, you know.
Nice.
I think that's all good.
Hope it is.
I'm really proud of that. I think it's great.
It's my first piece of DIY ever.
I've never done flat pack before.
There we go, we're good to go.
It's been lovely to talk to you about all of that.
It's been great. I mean, having the chance to open up about my experience to someone that's kind of been through it as well has been great, so thank you.
Yeah, definitely. No, thank you. I've really enjoyed speaking to you about it. Should we get going?
I suppose so.
I think we're done now. That's okay.
Cool.